Good afternoon, listeners. What a chilly afternoon it is this lovely Saturday. Saturday, February the 13th. Boy, did we come close to having to enact the Friday the 13th protocol. And nobody wants that. Truly, nobody wants that. Saturday afternoons always feel so sluggish, especially ones where one has to go to work. They always drag on and on, don't they? We've got a few pieces of news for you today, so settle in. If you're on the road, turn up your radio and focus on our words. And if you're elsewhere, find a comfortable chair and relax. Just because some of us have to work doesn't mean that we can't relax a little while we're at it. Now, I know you're all eager to get to the big story, but before then, I have some smaller things I need to share with you. You know, network requirements and all that. I'd like everyone to know that the staff vending machine has returned to normal ever since the incident a few weeks ago. It now comes and goes mostly within the library, cycling through various snacks that it will actually let you purchase without some sort of wild goose chase of teleportation. What a trip that was. While the machine seems content to keep popping up in different places within the library, downtown doesn't seem to hold its same sentiment. The streets and city blocks have been continuously shifting since around this time yesterday. I myself suspect that they're just shuffling around in anticipation of the cold. Yesterday we were on the north side of the river for a little while. Today we're back on the south side as of now. I've heard rumors that our building will see the west side of the river before this is all said and done. I also heavily suspect that the freezing air rapidly approaching us will cause this to stop. How can the buildings and streets continue to shuffle around in that sort of cold? No, I doubt they continue once the weather hits. Speaking of anticipation of the cold, one of our stories today has to do with someone I don't think I've thought a lot about in the last few weeks. Here's audio from inside the still-closed game room.
Snow, 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 snow.
It seems as though even is happily anticipating colder weather. And I suppose it would be nearly cruel for me to make you wait any longer for our biggest story of the week. I take you now, happily, to the weather. What? No, sorry about that. I take you for real this time, to the weather.
Victor, I don't think you really understand. Heck, I don't even understand. We just don't get this type of weather around here. You have no idea what this is going to be like. If these models are correct, I mean, they can't be. This would put us under 6 feet of snow. Wait, are we on air? I didn't say that. That's not a forecast. I'm just... Okay. It's looking like we're definitely going to see snow fall from the sky in the next few days. For sure. The amount is what's in question. Some models are showing a lot more than others, but most of them are showing absolutely unprecedented amounts of snow falling over Arkansas in the next 72 hours. Something unlike many of us have ever seen before. You guys should probably go get some milk, maybe some bread. Victor, I need this to be our #1 focus. This needs to be the only story we run until it hits.
It sounds like Elizabeth is really excited about the snow. I know we never get as much as predicted, but it seems like we will actually see snowflakes this time. Being so rare, snow here is definitely a big story. In other news, everyone is rushing down to their nearest Walmart to pick up one of these Giant Peeps plush toys. Aren't they just the cutest things? They come in several different color patterns from what I can tell, and I'm sure they are exclusively available for Easter. They've become quite popular and are selling out everywhere. At 3 feet tall, they're incredibly huggable, adorable, and absolutely irresistible at only $30. Despite their sudden popularity, I'm sure this is the last time we'll hear anything about them. While Easter is still quite a while away, it seems like stores are capitalizing on the holiday early, and I admit I have also already purchased Easter candy for myself. Here we are talking about Easter, and the city is currently salting the roads to handle incoming snow. It's part of what I love about Arkansas, especially living right in the middle of it. I know we are not the only ones in this unique climate, but we do get all 4 seasons, sometimes in the same day. It makes our lives more interesting. Summers here can run so blisteringly hot, and winters can get cold enough for large amounts of snow on occasion. At least we have variety. It seems I've received a voicemail from Elizabeth. Let's listen together.
Victor, look outside. It's starting. It's already flurrying. This thing is days away, but look, we may see some accumulation early. This could be nearly apocalyptic. This should be covered on every single media outlet. People need to know what's coming. Please stay on top of this. This really needs to be the only thing anyone's talking about. We need to prepare for the worst.
Well, isn't she excited? Elizabeth does love weather. Since there are already flakes falling from the sky, let's take a moment to talk about traffic.
Happy Monday, Big Rock. It seems the snowstorm is just about getting ready to ramp up, and I know we here at the studio are all excited to see it. I imagine most of Big Rock is pretty excited. Now, I know not everyone loves snow, but how often do coastal towns get this kind of snow? It's pretty rare. So make sure your kids are paying attention when this stuff starts to fall. It'll be quite the sight to see. Oh, what's that? I'm being told it's starting now. Let me just take a look out my studio window here and... Oh my God. That's not... It's not snow. Whatever is falling, that is not snow. It can't be. There's so much of it. Hang on, I expect we're all about to get some sort of emergency alert because this is... Listeners, they've taken the city. They must have disguised their ships as a meteorological event. If you're hearing me, I can only hope you're indoors right now, staying safe from whatever they are. Don't look into their eyes. Don't look at them at all. Listeners, somehow I feel as though this is all my fault. I wish I could explain. I wish I could let you in on what my job title really is, what this job really entails. In fact, you know what? What would be the harm now? We're probably all going to... You hear my voice every day, Big Rock. You are all faithful and loyal radio listeners. Some of you are probably even dedicated listeners enough to know how I like my coffee. But there are so many things you don't know about me. I'm going to tell you. There's no reason not to now. They're already here, so why hide any longer? Listeners, I am a radio host. And that means I have more power than you can possibly imagine. God, I mean, I've been 36 for...
The capital city of Big Rock, Arkansas, has been eradicated. Their radio host failed to comply with Section B.98 of the Time Continuum Act of 1322. This failure to comply has resulted in the removal of the host's chosen city. In addition to failing to comply with Section B.98, Big Rock's radio host also attempted disclosure of information that has not been cleared for public release. This information is considered harmful for human minds. In the case that you overheard any information given by the host before the transmission was discontinued, we ask that you please forget that information immediately. Hosts and chosen cities also under investigation include Alex, Biggest Rock, Arkansas; James, River City, Arkansas; Justin, Rivertown, Arkansas; Sean, Tiny Rock, Arkansas; Stephen, Rocktown, Arkansas; Timothy, Sevenport, Louisiana; Victor, Little Rock, Arkansas. These hosts are encouraged to review the Time Continuum Act of 1322, and adjust their behavior accordingly. Citizens of these cities should not request any additional information from their radio hosts, nor should they attempt to turn off radios to avoid hearing any dangerous information, as turning radios off is considered an intergalactic offense, and will be investigated to the fullest extent of interplanetary law. Thank you.